Hey!
Hey, family. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Listen, don't. I don't know.
Ain't that a song?
It was, but
Jackson 5 or something. I don't know.
it was a little bit of Jackson 5 and it was a little bit of something else that I was going with, but it wasn't working. Nevertheless, though, we still want to welcome you to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, man, call my name. I just tell you I am present. I'm in this building. I'm here mentally, spiritually, all right? Physically, I'm here. And if you don't know who she is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right. Y'all already know we don't do it for ourselves, but we do it for the community. Hashtag community minded. With that being said, y'all already know before we dive into the second book of Shemu'el, Shini, which means just second, we're going to go ahead and dive into the 10 Commandments. So you can, whether it's skip, crawl, or whatever you want to do, run over to Exodus 20 and read it with me. I'm all for it. All right. So Exodus 20, I'm going to start from verse 1 all the way to the 17th verse. It says, and Elohim spoke all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which have brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other Elohim before me. You shall not make unto you any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahuwah Eloheka, is a jealous owl, visiting the iniquity of the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and guard my commandments. You shall not bring the name Yahuwah Eloheka to naught, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that brings his name to naught. Remember the day of the Sabbath and to keep it holy. Good job, y'all. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah Eloheka. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that's in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuwah blessed the day of the Sabbath, and he hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land that which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you. You shall not kill. You shall not break wedlock. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not lust after your neighbor's house. You shall not lust after your neighbor's woman, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is of your neighbors.
That's right.
May Yah add a blessing to the hearers and reader of his word.
Yes.
Shalom, y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.
Woo-wee. Okay, listen. So we got 10 people. Thank y'all for your patience. 10 people here. So I just want to talk to the 1.5, maybe the cubic in the span.
The half person.
She could be carrying a baby in the womb.
Hey.
Right? Yeah. So listen, if you run across or hear some of the names that, like we said, Shemu'el, it's not you, it's us. It's because we're reading from the Sefer Bible. All right. So we purchased this Bible on sefer.net, not .com. But what we didn't do is purchase it full price. For what? That don't even make sense.
Get that.
All right. Discount. It ain't against Torah if you purchase this full price. You just be boiling. But for those that ain't boiling right now, go ahead and make sure you type in Storytime as a discount. Now look, Storytime is spelled ST0.
Yes.
It's 0. It's not an O. We will pinkies up on that one. And the E in the word time is actually a 3, serve as a reminder to going back to the commandments. Because you know what?
Covenant.
Covenant, that's right. Because you know what? We understand that we were born to keep Torah. The assignment is understood over here. And with that being said, Auntie Shelly on the beat, but go ahead and tell the people where we last clipped off.
So we are in Shemu'el Shani or Shani, don't know.
That's cute.
Which just means 2 Samuel.
Anybody need a baby name?
So we're actually in chapter 6. Let's just say chapter 6.
Okay.
So a little short recap. As we know, Samuel is gone too, but Saul and his sons are dead. So at first the kingdom was divided a little bit because Abner was starting trouble.
Yes.
So you got David over here, king in Yehuda. And you got Abner anointed one of Saul's sons, Ishbosheth.
Yes.
King over in Benjamin and the other places.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell Abner's motives and who is really king because Abner took one of King Saul's concubine, I believe it was.
Yes.
And Ishbosheth was like, what are you doing? Because that's just something you just don't do. I don't fully understand why, but it was something you just don't, even if the king wasn't there. But then Ishbosheth tried to come at Abner, and Abner go, who are you?
Mm-hmm.
So you could tell who was in control.
Yes.
And it was clearly Abner who was king. That's why he made your weak butt king. Because he knew he was going to be. But then war started, and he went and made that commitment with David because he knew he was going to get beat. He knew David was going to beat him. But one of the people Abner had killed, Ashel, I can't remember his name.
Anyway,
his brother came and said, dude, why you make that talking to David, why you make that covenant with Abner? Don't you know he just sending you spies? He's not good for you. And so he went over there and killed Abner, said he killed our brother.
Mm-hmm.
And David was like, my hands is clean.
I didn't do that. Because remember, like you said.
Because David made that promise to Saul that he would not do that. Because David is not scared of nobody taking the throne.
Mm-mm.
He ain't scared. All them other people was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
David is not playing Game of Thrones. They was like, I'm king. Let y'all work it out. He anointed me king. I was this little shepherd boy hanging out.
Right.
Killing lions and bears.
Same old.
Just regular day, killing lions, bears. He made me king. You can figure it out. So now David is king. But whereas David used to inquire of the Lord, now he's starting to slip a little bit. He got all these wives. Then he decides to go and get the ark, build this new cart, which was a no-no. Go get the cart. So what was his name again? Uzzah. He thought the cart was going to fall. He touches the ark. He dead. They would get a little upset. And I think that's where we are.
All right. So I'm going to start on 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 6. Okay. And when they came to Nachon's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark, capital A, of Elohim, and took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. And the anger of Yahuwah was kindled against Uzzah. And Elohim smote him there for his error. And there he died by the ark of Elohim. And David was displeased because Yahuwah had made a breach upon Uzzah. And he called the name of the place Paratz Uzzah to this day. And David was afraid of Yahuwah that day and said, how shall the ark of Yahuwah come to me? So David would not remove the ark of Yahuwah unto him into the city of David. But David carried it aside into the house of Obed, Edom the Gittite. And the ark of Yahuwah continued in the house of Obed Edom the Gittite 3 months, and Yahuwah blessed Obed Edom and all his household.
So now David, and rightly so, you ought to be scared of Yahuwah right now because you like, I did something wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
Yep.
And he would have, Yahuwah probably would have said, yes, go get it, but follow the directions. The
Yes.
Levites know what to do. The Levites know what to do.
Yep.
Follow the directions. Go back and look if y'all forgot.
Because they've
been doing in circles with all those judges, and now you got kings. Some of y'all might have forgot. Follow the rules. But no, you didn't inquire.
Got to be more.
So, but I bet Obed-Edom is like, bet.
Right.
I'm getting blessed.
He said, listen, take your time. Let it be here.
I'm getting blessed. It's in my house. I ain't going to touch it. I'm just going to let it bless me.
Listen, and not just your entire household.
Yep. He's like, I ain't touching it.
It's got its own room, okay?
And it's all gold and pretty.
Exactly.
And
time to time, I'd be like, you need anything? You good? All right, verse 12 from chapter 6, 2 Samuel. And it was told King David, saying, Yahuwah has blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that pertains unto him, because of the ark of Elohim. So David went and brought up the ark of Elohim from the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David with gladness. And it was so that when they bore the ark of Yahuwah had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed oxen and fatlings.
See, now they're doing it the right way. Notice they bore means they went and got the sticks, and now they're carrying it. So bore means to carry. So now they're carrying it. They're doing it right. He was like, Obed-Edom getting black.
He said, hold on, let me move that into the city.
Put it where it's supposed to be.
Thank you,
Obed.
But
we're going to do it right this time. We're going to do it right this time.
Thank you, Obed, but let me do what I do. All right.
And he making sacrifices all along. He making sure.
He like, listen, this city needs.
They making sure we ain't doing what we did last time.
And David danced before Yahuwah with all his might. And David was girded with a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Yasharel brought up ark of Yahuwah with shouting and with the sound of the shofar. And as the ark of Yahuwah came into the city of David, Michal, Shaul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before Yahuwah, and she despised him in her heart. Wow. And they brought in the ark of Yahuwah and set it in his place, in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered ascending smoke offerings and peace offerings before Yahuwah. And as soon as David had made an end of offering ascending smoke offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of Yahuwah Sabaoth. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Yasharel, as well to the women as men, to every one a cake of bread, and a good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house.
You made this a whole celebration. Look, I'm going to give y'all some bread, some wine, and some meat. Go make a sandwich. And now you a drink.
Listen.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
All right. Y'all can download that. Verse 20. Then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Shaul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Yasharel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovers himself. Now listen, she despised him in his heart, so please hear this as sarcasm, not a joyous
sarcasm.
Yeah, not a joyous greeting. And David said unto Michal, it was before Yahuwah which chose me before your father, and before all his house, to appoint me ruler of the people over the people of Yahuwah, over Yasharel. Therefore will I play before Yahuwah, and I will yet be more vile than thus.
You get it, huh? I'm waiting to see if you was gonna catch it.
Caught it. Na. That's a whole inside joke. We used to sing this song in
It's
our
called
assembly.
Undignified.
Undignified Praise.
And she could never get it. And I was
could
like, oh
never
no, that's my
get it.
song.
And like this commercial break. And I couldn't stand it. It was like, what was undignified praise? I'm like,
And
what is
oh
gosh. Oh man, too bad Lena in here.
It talks about I'm gonna praise you who I don't care. And basically this is the basis of the song.
Yeah.
Who's looking, if you think I'm undignified, I'll be even more than that.
Right.
If it comes to praising Yahuwah.
Right. But it was,
she could never get it. Like,
I couldn't get it because it was giving off Sesame Street. Like kids sit around the TV, you know what I'm saying? And watch it. And then the party was like, na 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 na. I'm like, what are we, 6.5? Why are we singing this song? Where did this song come from? And she like, girl, that's my song. I was like, it cannot be. Why is this your song? She's like, girl, because David. I'm like, oh, this is about David? So as I'm reading it, I can hear the song.
I was going to say something. I was like, let's see if she's going to catch it. Yeah, undignified praise.
Okay. I wish I could have had a video right there so y'all can hear the song. But even now, I respect the song.
Yeah, you can probably look it up.
Yep.
It's called Undignified Praise.
And yeah, it probably will not give off Sesame Street, kids sit around the TV for you, but it definitely irked the kid in me. I was like, no, man, I used to just act like I was singing, you know, watermelon. That's not obedience. But I'm glad to see where the song was inspired from.
Now you get it.
Now I get it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'll go start off with 22. And I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in my own sight, and of the maidservants which you have spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Therefore, Michelle, the daughter of Shemu'el, had no child unto the day of her death.
Yeah, because remember when she first looked at it, she was like, what is his problem? Like,
yes,
why is he praising y'all like that? Remember, she even said, wait, you had just mentioned it. She despised him in her heart. Which means she meant to like, what does he do?
Mm-hmm, like
she wasn't thinking of Yahuwah. She wasn't thinking the ark is here. Her mind was on nothing that had to do with Yah.
Nothing.
So Yah was like, yeah, no kids for you.
No kids for you. Auntie Shani, she says, her sarcasm, contempt, envy, jealous, and unforgiveness has her barren, childless. Listen, chapter 7. And it came to pass when the king sat in his house, and Yehuda had given him rest round about from all his enemies, that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, see now, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of Elohim dwells within curtains. And Nathan said to the king, go, do all that is in your heart, for Yahuwah is with you. And it came to pass that night that the word, capital W, of Yahuwah came unto Nathan, saying, go and tell my servant El David, thus says Yahuwah, shall you build me a house for me to dwell in? Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Yasharel out of Mitzrayim, even to this day, but have walked in a tent and in a tabernacle. In all the places wherein I have walked with all the children of Yasharel, I spoke a word with any of the tribe of Yasharel, whom I commanded to feed my people Yasharel, saying, why build ye not me a house of cedar? Now therefore, so shall you say unto my servant David, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, I took you from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be a ruler over my people, over Yasharel, and I was with you whithersoever you went, and have cut off all your enemies out of your sight, and have made you a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people, Yasharel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them no more, as before time. And as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people, Yasharel, and have caused you to rest from all your enemies. Also, Yahuwah tells you that he will make you a house. And when your days be fulfilled, and you shall sleep with your fathers, I will set up your seed after you, which shall proceed out of your generation, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall be a house for my name. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the strips of the children of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Shaul, whom I put away before you. And your house and your kingdom shall be established forever before you. Your throne shall be established forever. According to all these words, according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David.
Okay, I need to make sure y'all caught something. So basically, he says, I want to build Yahuwah a house. Why? I have this beautiful house. Yahuwah lives in a tent. So Nathan, speaking too soon, thinking, oh, that's a good thing. Go ahead, do all this in your heart. So Yahuwah had to come to Nathan and go, yeah, that's not how it's going to go down. This is what I want you to go tell David. At any time have I asked you to build a house. Ever since you came out from Egypt, I have traveled with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have walked with you. And no time did I say build me a house. So what I really want you to catch in there is that even though sometimes we go to a building, that is not where he lives.
Girl.
You could say, I'm going to church all day long. That is not where he lives. And he never said he lived there. He said, I'll meet you there.
Yes.
I'll meet you there. But I don't live there. I live among you. Like where you go, that's where I am.
Yep.
That's why Ruach HaKodesh lives in us. He don't live in the building waiting for us to get there. Right. No, where you go, I'm going. We going this way, we going this way. I need y'all to catch that. So he's saying, but tell David, because he was so concerned, because he's thinking about me, you know, he do a little stuff wrong. That's okay. Yeah. He said, but when he does something wrong, I'm not going to do the same thing with Saul as I did with Saul. His house is going to be established forever. So even if his children do wrong, I'm going to chastise them. I'm going to, punish them, whatever. But I'm never going to take the throne away from them.
Wow.
That's why we know Mashiach. That's how he's letting them know Mashiach is going to come through your line. Of course, Mashiach is going to rule forever. He said, you're always going to have somebody on the throne.
Wow.
But the house, because I'm moving with you. We going together.
I mean, if your house is built correctly, right? And that's why if you think about the house, it's so many components within the house. Of course, the safest one is the foundation.
Yeah.
But then when you're tired, you have different places in your house where you can rest. But if your foundation ain't it, and your foundation is in a church, which will be one day destroyed.
Yes, and that's what he's trying to tell him right now. He's like, you ain't really all the way in your land by yourself. Because remember, they there, but it's still other nations up in
all
there.
Around them.
He said, so when you in there for real, and I get to put the real thing in there, the temple is not a building.
It's not. Wait,
it's us. Like, it's living. Yah is living. He said,
girl,
his throne is a rock.
Come on.
Ask Adam and Kua. His throne is a rock. Remember, Enoch saw it. The big old rock looked like a throne. I think that's one of the things that keep him from us, so we can't see it.
Maybe.
His throne was a rock. It's like, I'm 7-0, host, earth,
everything,
creation.
Everything. And
catch that.
And we try to make him into this, just in this building. And like you said, he meets you.
Yes, I'm meeting you there.
I'm meeting you.
And all them pastors want to build them big old gold thrones, and
it just
the chair they sit in got to be extra fancy and bigger. And the deacon sit over here and they chair a little smaller. He said, "That's not." I mean, if that's what you want to do, fine. But know this: what throne you sitting? That's why they get to tripping talking about this my church.
Yep, because technically it is.
Yeah,
That's
your throne.
The Father don't have no deeds to that. He ain't on the
because if you really saying he sits on the throne, then that seat should stay empty. You should sit over there, anywhere but in that seat.
Because it's
But as you say, it's your church, and you thinking that's your
you're right.
throne.
You're absolutely right.
And the only time you let somebody sit there, and that's sometimes if it's a guest.
As an honor.
They're the ones speaking, and so they get to sit on the throne, like they're king for a day.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy is even like the whole, when you were talking, Auntie Shelly, I'm thinking of the Three Little Pigs. They all build houses.
They all build houses.
They all did. It was a house. And even like if your foundation is good, say your foundation is good, but your walls, it's made out of straws.
Yep. And the other one I think was sticks, but then the other one was bricks.
Yep.
That's
so
good.
It's all, you can have the solid foundation, but what do you build? What's surrounding you?
What are you building with around you?
What's keeping what are your walls? Is it the talks of people? Is it other people's opinion of you? Is it validation from others? Because eventually that's gonna fall down. That ain't gonna withstand nobody's storm. That will take you out. But if it's something that is in you and you continue to, as needed, Father, continue to change me. Continue to take out those things that I don't even know that's there. So you can have a comfortable, safe place within me.
Right.
And you know
that's where you live.
Because remember, them angels be like, listen, can I go? She tripping.
Do I have to stay?
Do I gotta
here?
stay with this heifer?
For real.
They be mad.
They be
trying to leave.
They be like, please, y'all, why you didn't give me a good person?
Right. Like, he be tripping every 5 minutes. Can I go?
Yeah, he tripping. I'm trying to stay here.
I ain't trying to leave.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you build your house, even your foundation. You may have good principles. But if your walls ain't set up.
So stop thinking you can just do anything the rest of the week. But as long as I go to Shabbat on the Sabbath.
Are you plugged in?
Don't work like that.
You cannot survive off of one meal a week. Try it. Right. Don't blame me. But try it. See how that works. Eat one meal a week. Because your meal, Shabbat. But he gave you other things, whether if you have your local assembly, you got a prayer call, you got a men's meeting, you got a Bible study.
Those are all things
These are all things that you feed off. But if you only feeding off of one, how dare you think you ain't gonna fall? You fooling yourself. This is
you
flesh.
Ain't even really building. Like a storm come, your house ain't even really kind of built.
All hospitality, he ain't got to fight you. All he got to do is blow.
He ain't worried about you.
Because he know you ain't been eating throughout the week. Your plate look good, but you ain't ate it.
Right.
And that's the thing. We want our plate to look good. Ooh, look what I got.
But won't eat the vegetables.
But won't eat the vegetables. Won't eat everything that's nourishing to your body. Because you said, well, I just like this. That chicken girl was good. Was it pan-seared? What was it? And there's other food for your body.
That your body needed for nourishment.
Your body needs. You cannot stand and survive on one meal. If you have a prayer call, you need to be on it. If you have a men's meeting, you need to be a part of it and engage. If you have a women's meeting, you need to be a part and engage. Because what's in you need to go out to the others. You have to pour out just like they pouring out into you. You have to be in it. If you have another, like a Bible study, you can consider this a Bible study.
This is definitely a Bible study.
It's a Bible study. You need to be a part, and you have to pour in, just like we're pouring in, because we learn from you all.
Like you all leaving those chats, we love that.
We love it because you guys are helping us to stand firm, and it serves us as a reminder to be accountable to what we're doing. We don't take reading the scripture lightly. This is a part of building the house within us. So the Father can rest his head, sleep.
Temple. tempo. We are it.
Listen, I want him to sleep real good. Stretch your toes. Let your toes go like this. You know what I'm saying? Go be in there. Okay. Your foundation is everything. And once your foundation is, those that's around your foundation is just as important. You can't set up straws just because you got a good foundation.
Yeah.
Baby, when house of time comes, the only thing that's going to be left is the foundation.
Is the foundation.
That don't make sense. Build while he gives you breath in your body to build within yourself.
Yes.
Stop tripping off the small stuff.
Yep.
Let that stuff be. What's going to happen is going to happen because Yah allowed it.
He's in control.
He's in
Trust
control.
him. Yep.
Trust him. All right. Boy, that was good. Thank you, Father. That was good.
Okay. Nobody asked.
Oh yeah, they
all that, huh?
But hold on, let's get it. Okay, Auntie Linda, she said, "Come on, Shelly." That was her voice. So she probably
that is. Yep.
Uncle Aaron, he said, "That's deep." Auntie Sean, she said, she was praising him like David. Yeah. Auntie Linda said, "Without the Most High, ... Right. We're standing on shaking ground."
Yes.
Shaky ground. That's right. Auntie Kim, she says the Catholic Church is hold. The Catholic Church is hold onto the ark. I'm sure.
Oh, girl, yeah.
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 And then she goes on the Catholic Church. Yep. She also says of the covenant right now, and our books, we will be getting that all back. Yes, he is. Little by little. Auntie Sheila, she says, "That's good, Shelly. Hallelujah." I know that's her voice too.
That is her voice.
That's her voice. Uncle Aaron said, "Awesome words, y'all." Auntie Linda, she said, "I'm eating my veggies right now." I knew you was eating.
We know what you doing, girl.
We know you like the back of our hand, okay? Auntie Kim, she said, "Keep a strong foundation." That's right. Keep these comments going. I tell you, it'd be good. All right. Then let me see.
18.
Okay, I was making sure y'all paying attention. Verse 18. Then went King David in and sat before Yahuwah, and he said, "Who am I, O Adonai Yahuwah? And what is my house that you have brought me here too? And this was yet a small thing in your sight, O Adonai Yahuwah. But you have spoken also of your servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the manner of man, O Adonai Yahuwah? And what can David say more unto you? For you, Adonai Yahuwah, know your servant. For your word's sake, and according to your own heart, have you done all these great things to make your servant know them. Wherefore you are great, O Adonai Yahuwah. For there is none like you, neither is there any Elohim, capital E, beside you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation in the earth is like your people, even like Yasharel, whom Elohim went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for your land, before your people, which you redeemed to you from Mizraim, from your nations and their Elohim, lowercase e. For you have confirmed to yourself your people, Yasharel, to be a people unto you forever.
Yes.
And you, Yahuwah, are become their Elohim, capital E. And now, O Yahuwah Elohim, the word that you have spoken concerning your servant and concerning his house, establish it forever and do as you have said. And let your name be magnified forever, saying, Yahuwah Sabaoth is the Elohim over Yasharel. And let the house of your servant David be established before you. For you, O Yahuwah Sabaoth, Elohai of Yasharel, have revealed to your servant, saying, I will build you a house. Therefore has your servant found in his heart to pray this prayer unto you. And now, O Adonai Yahuwah, you are the Elohim, and your words be true. And you have promised this goodness unto your servant. Therefore now, let it please you to bless the house of your servant, that it may continue forever before you. For you, O Adonai Yahuwah, have spoken it. And with your blessing, let the house of your servant be blessed forever.
So David knows what this means. He knows it means Mashiach is coming through his line.
Wow.
David ain't slipping. David knows exactly what this means.
Yes.
And I want to tell you what David didn't do. David didn't go, oh, Yahuwah, I'm so undeserving. Why are you doing this to me? I can't accept. You know how sometimes we get that.
Yeah, that fake
he
humility.
Said, thank you. Thank you for you're going to continue my line. I know what this means. Mashiach is coming through me and I'll take it. That's my blessing. You said I take it.
Yes.
I claim it. That's what name it and claim it is. Y'all think it's some like cause and I claim it and you can't go. No, he's claiming it because it was
already given.
Exactly. He said, I'm in agreement.
He could have forfeited, right?
Yeah. If he would have acted a fool, he sure could have. Oh, Yahuwah could say, oh, you don't want it? See, yeah, we don't have to do that. Look, I get we're supposed to be humble, and we are. Yes. And this prayer is humility. It's just that you made me a promise. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. I believe it.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. That's who I am. Mashiach coming through me. Ain't nothing nobody else can do about it. Y'all can be happy, you can be just, you can say, yes. Oh, you think you all that. No, Yahuwah think I'm all that. He don't even really think I'm all that. He just made me a promise.
Yep.
And it's gonna happen. I agree.
Oh, I agree. It's such a blessing because you do see it. You see that humility. And again, y'all, humility is not punking out.
Yeah.
It's not. It is such a strength. You know how so many people you can pay them to be humble. They don't even know what it is. They're like, I don't know. I can't get it. It's awkward. It don't feel good. But he's like, who am I? Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to choose.
Yeah, because I know I done messed up. But thank you.
Thank you, because he said forever. Claiming the right promises.
Exactly.
Yahuwah's will.
Yes. That's how it's done. Not the way they do it now. This is name it and
this is.
This ain't even really name. This is I'm claiming it because he said it's mine.
Absolutely.
This mine.
This is
y'all can't take this. No matter what happens, because this is what Yahuwah says, no matter what happens to me, my sons, if they act up, he just gonna chastise them or discipline them. But Mashiach coming through my line.
Absolutely. And let me remind you what our auntie cousin Shishi would say. She said, Yahuwah can't lie.
That's right. She showed it.
He can't do. And he can't lie.
He can't lie.
He won't let his word return to him void.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
He sure did.
So if he said forever,
he means forever.
He means forever.
He means forever.
There's some things Yahuwah can't do, y'all.
David said, I'll take that. When he gives us gifts, it's your gift. Stop trying to downplay it or push it off on somebody else. Like, I can't do it. No.
Me?
No. Me.
What do you mean,
no.
Me? Like, you know what I mean when I say you.
Yeah,
he gave it to you.
It's a gift.
Listen, fake humility doesn't benefit the house at all.
At all.
It serves not one. It's deception.
It is.
It's deceiving. It's flattery. For what? What do you mean, me? No, you do it.
Yes.
I want to do it, but no, you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I don't feel right.
Listen, that's why we gotta hear. And that's the thing. You put it off because you don't know the voice, but you've been acting like you have.
Yes.
And it shows because when Yahweh speaks, you're responding to the person.
Yes.
And not Yahuwah. Because you don't know his voice.
Yes.
But you've been pretending to know his voice.
Yes.
This is why we got to be like, Father, even if we are like uncertain, because listen, sometimes Hastan, he gets that thing and it look real close. But you gotta be like, Father, that's you.
Yeah.
Versus, that's for you to do.
Yeah.
That ain't for me. Or, girl, that's for you. No, you gotta be careful how you respond when Yahuwah gives words. Because if Nathan would have said anything other than what Yahuwah told him to say, because he responded to the word of Yahuwah, then it would have been a whole problem for Nathan.
Yes.
And when we give words from Yahuwah and the way we respond to it, it can be a whole problem for the nation of Yasharim.
Yes.
No one benefits from fake humility. Humility is a strength.
Mm-hmm.
It is a strength. It is not a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And our community has seen that humility is likened to being a punk.
Yep. Yeah. And it's like, I'm just going to use myself as an example. Like the other day when we was at Shabbat. Yeah. Wait, you was on the call?
No, my picture was on the call.
Oh.
My husband was on there, y'all. I had
to. When Murray, you was at the hospital.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're the reason he got called off and left me in charge.
Absolutely.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I was scared to death.
But you did it.
But I did it because there was no room for me to say no. Ain't no, man, I would have gotten so much trouble. Ruach was like, let's go. Let's go. Don't put no doubt in your mind. This is your gift.
Yep.
No, you won't know what the next verse gonna say. You ain't read it ahead of time.
But that's when he can show
you
up.
You don't know it was me.
Yep.
There's no room for me to say no. There's no room for fake humility. There's no room to be like
going back and
me?
forth.
Why me? Michelle was scared to death. Some of y'all saw it in my eyes. Some of y'all caught it. But Michelle was like, okay, let's come on. You said it's my gift. You said let's do it. Let's roll.
Let's go.
But don't think, because that has never happened to me. There has things happen to me like I would send you somewhere you're gonna speak, but I'm not gonna tell you till you get there what you're gonna say. But at least I know how to go speak.
Yeah.
That has never happened to me like that, where I just was caught totally off guard.
I love it.
Totally off guard. And I was scared to death.
And that's the thing, though. But you did it.
But
obedience,
I did it.
Right?
Yes.
And there's some things that you have to do things afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if you don't, then what that fear does, it wraps it and start chaining you up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start moving out of fear and not out of wisdom and not out of discernment. And then you're not of use, because what's really speaking?
Yeah.
Is it fear or is it Yahuwah?
Yeah.
You got to do some things, trusting in him. Acknowledge me. Trust me. I'll lead you. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, baby. Read. My daughter got it.
Yeah, that's it.
And it flows. Did it not flow?
Yes, it flowed. It did. I was shocked when the words was coming out of my mouth. Trust me. I was like sitting in the chair talking, but I was sitting in the other chair listening to me, because it was Ruach talking. It'd be just like that.
And it's so.
And I'd be like, oh, that's kind of good.
Look,
it wasn't me, but I know it wasn't me.
Right.
Had I studied, I would have thought it was me.
Absolutely. See?
I know it wasn't me.
You ain't looking for the smartest individual in the world.
What? You call me that?
No. You're right, though. But no.
I know what you mean.
All right, let's get into this comment. Okay. Auntie Shani, she says, some good reading right here. David said, Yahuwah is making me a promise. Thank you, Yah. Auntie, good to see you, Auntie Jerry. She says, forever is a long time. That's my jam.
Forever is forever.
Absolutely. That's my jam.
That a song?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta listen and do, even when it's uncomfortable. Auntie Shani just said, yep.
Yeah.
And Dad is clapping his hands. All right, let's go on to chapter 8. And and after this, it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them. And David took Matheg, Ammah. You know what? You reading it too. Out of the hand of the Philistine. And he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground. Even with 2 lines he measured to put to death, and with 1 full line to keep alive. And so the Moabium became David's servants and brought gifts. David smote also Hadad-ezer, the son of Rechov, king of Sovah, as he went to recover his brother at the river of Parah. And David took from him 1,000 chariots and 700 horsemen and 20,000 footmen. And David hewed all the chariot horses, but reserved of them for 100 chariots. And when the Arameum of Damascus came to help Hadad-ezer, king of Sovah, David slew of the Arameum 22,000 men. Then David put garrisons in Aram of Damascus, and the Arameum became servants to David and brought gifts. And Yahuwah preserved David whithersoever he went. And David took the shields of gold that were on the servants of Hadad Ezer, and brought them to Jerusalem, and from Batak, and from Barathai, city of Hadad Ezer, King David took exceeding much brass.
So you know what I felt interesting, that when he got to Moab, verse 2, and he took a line and like divided them, and this half he killed and this half he didn't.
Oh wow.
So I'm wondering if that has to do, because remember Ruth, that's David's grandmother.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Ruth had Obed. Yeah, Obed had Jesse. Jesse had David. So is that his great grandmother or his grandmother? Yeah, it's one of them. His grandmama.
Wait, say that again.
So Ruth had Obed.
Okay.
Obed had Jesse. Jesse had David.
Is that his great grandmother?
So is that the grandmother or the great grandmother?
Grandmother.
Oh, okay. But remember when they were there in Moab, Oprah. Remember, there's two of them.
Yeah.
One went with Naomi and the other stayed. So I wonder if Moab is like this nation where some of them are with Yahuwah and some of them ain't. And I wonder if that means something. Yeah.
It could signify the engrafted.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Wow, that says, what a prophetic picture of the coming kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Auntie Linda says, my. We did not get all of this in the 66.
And we in the 66. Because they don't teach it.
They don't. Mm-hmm. Verse 9. When Toi, king of Hamath, heard that David had smitten all the hosts of Hadad Ezer, then Toi sent Joram, his son, unto King David to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadad Ezer and smitten him. For Hadad Ezer had wars with Toi, and Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass, which also King David did dedicate unto Yahuwah, with the silver and the gold that he had dedicated of all nations which he subdued, of Aram and of Moab, and of the children of Ammon, and of the Philistines, and of Amalek, and of the spoil of Hadad Ezer, son of Rokav, king of Sovah. And David got him a name when he returned from smiting of the Arameum in the valley of Salt, capital S, being 18,000 men.
Oh, he was. But I find it interesting that when he was defeating these kings, he would donate all this stuff to the house of Yahweh. So basically he's saying, you won this battle.
Not me. Always giving it to the Most High.
That is fascinating. Like, I think
that is so powerful.
Yes.
That
so means something.
Powerful, because here you see where he placed the Most High.
Yes.
You can't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, because y'all always say, well, if I had $1 million, I will donate this to this. And I will take Sugar Baby to get her toes done every 3 weeks, every 2 to 3. Girl, you will want for nothing if I had it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it happens, you see a lot of character being changed.
Yes.
People characteristics change.
Yes, it does. And that's a shame. Money does change people.
It changed people, right? The love of money, however you want to say. It does change people. But here you see, he ain't rocking with money. He rocking with gold, silver. And what he do? Put it right up there to the Most High. That ain't mine.
Yes.
This is his. This is his portion. That is so powerful.
And the thing is, what most people fail to realize is, if you don't do it when you have a little bit, you're not going to do it when you have a lot. Because it's the same mindset. Because he never said you had to have a lot to give. Somebody could be hungry. You could have one sandwich. Would you give them half of it? Because if you wouldn't give them half of it, when you get $1 million, you ain't gonna take them to get their toes done.
And that's the mindset, right?
Yes.
And we always think, well, when we get here, I'll do this.
Yes.
No, it's when you do now. If you
what
have
are you doing with
now,
what you have now? Yes.
You are going to do when he gives you. That's what I said. I'm gonna see how you work with this little bit.
Yeah.
And your mouth gonna tell me something, but your character is gonna show me.
Yes. Just like the one with the one talent that wouldn't buried it. Oh, you're gonna do the same thing. You would have did the same thing if you had 20, 30, 50.
Yep. If you're living in the apartment right now, right? And you like, well, when I get a house, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna vacuum, I'm gonna do that. If you're not doing that in that 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment,
you're never gonna do it.
You're not going to do it when you get the 5-bedroom house.
You're not. You just not.
You did not train yourself to do it.
Because you got the same mindset.
It's the same mindset.
Same mindset.
And that's why we have to check our mindset in every area of our life.
Yep.
It's so easy to do it, like in when it comes to the Shabbat. Okay, well, look, I'm here because it's the Shabbat. Everybody know we're under open heaven.
Yeah.
And there was no need for air quotes because we really are under our open heaven.
Yeah.
But what happens on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4? Where's that mindset that you had on the Shabbat? Where's all that on the Thursday?
Because you think Shabbat is, and it is special. Don't get me wrong, it is special. But remember he said obedience is better than sacrifice. If you, I'm going to sacrifice this one day for Shabbat and not do anything but the rest of the week is mine. He just like, don't even come to Shabbat.
He like, girl, where your heart at? I can't see it. I can't see it. Boy, where your heart at?
You don't talk to me no time during the week, but on Shabbat. Do I know you?
And you can say, but Father, I've been encouraging people. He like, but I don't know you. You Taurus-less man.
Y'all know how some of y'all know how I look at people that walk into Shabbat I ain't never seen before. She'll be like, who that?
I mean, I'm like,
who is that just walking up in here? Like, I don't know them. Who that? Be keeping that club. Me and Lolo be doing that.
Listen, even when it comes to the meetings, right? We be like,
who that?
Who's this?
Who's iPhone 53?
Right. Did they talk to my daddy? Like, how they get in here? We be guarding. Who on this prayer call? Who is this?
Who is that?
Because y'all know Hasatan, he'll disguise himself as one that is really
coming here wrecking stuff.
Someone that's really seeking.
Some witch that snuck in.
And sow discord.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're tuned in once a week, you ain't gonna pick up on none of that.
Nope.
You just gonna be like, welcome, brother such and such.
Yeah, you don't know who that was walking.
Welcome, Sister Mayhem.
And other people gonna be like, who that?
And everybody's gonna be like, nah, Sister Mayhem is Mayhem.
Yeah, right.
She's got to get out of here.
Right. And then as soon as Shabbat over, she trying to read your hand. And
right.
Was bringing out tarot cards. What's up?
Listen.
Out.
You cannot do it. It's time. Listen, when I tell you time is 2 feet tall, it is not 6. Time is not 8 feet no more. It ain't 8 feet tall. And we live in as if we got all the time in the world.
And we do not.
You do not have the time. The time is to be in your Torah and live accordingly.
Now.
How dare you expect to do the little bit that you do when you know you can do more, and then sit there and expect the benefit of the kingdom.
Yeah. Bribing Lord. If I had more, I'd do more.
I'd do more with the less.
He said, look, give me 5 loaves and 2 fish. I feed 1,000 people. Well, what Yahuwah saying, whatever you give me, I'm going to make it work.
I'm going to make it work. But where is your mindset?
Yes.
Where do you place him in your life, in your house? Is he on the porch? Because y'all got him in the house. He could be attached. Y'all know that he got them bedrooms that's attached to the porch to the bedroom. Oh, that's so nice. But do you got him on the porch? Technically, he's in the house. Where do you have him at? And I tell you what, you can say with your mouth all you want, but your lifestyle, your conversation, how you live, it really shows them that some of y'all have them in the closet and you take them out when you need them because you want to look good.
Right. Yep.
You better stop.
He said, I can work with a little bit. You don't worry about that. Just where's your heart condition? Hey,
and the crazy thing is, listen, he ain't asking to live in the master bedroom.
No, he not.
He ain't asking to be in your
I hang out in the backyard with my creatures.
He be like, listen, I'll take the chair.
Yeah.
You can have the couch if that's all.
I'll give you the best.
I'll give you the best.
I gave you my son. Like, come on, my beloved son.
But we got him in a closet.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Father, it's me, oh Lord. Mm-hmm. Y'all better wake up.
He said, I can. Don't worry about all that.
Time is short.
I can work with a little bit, just like when y'all went to Safeway.
Listen, when I tell you we had a small budget, and y'all know Safeway, I said we got to enter into the Safeway. I don't know if it's gonna feel safe.
And I'm like, why are you going to Safeway?
Right? She's like, go to Winco. Y'all know about Winco, okay? So Winco is inexpensive. But I said, well, we didn't have time. We had to go to Safeway. We went into Safeway and got all. I was like, Father, you're going to have to stretch this.
Yeah.
Me and my husband was like, listen, let's get this. Boy, we saw the price and I said, ooh. I said, Mary, listen, I'm going to need you to cut off. Because we got a whole small budget and you then went all over our budget. Okay? Girl, you're tap dancing on the budget. We're going to have to put half of this back. She said, well, let me put your discount. Go ahead and type your number in. We typed that number in, girl. Listen, it was at almost $300. It went all the way down to 170 something or 80 something. I said, my bad, Mary. Listen, bring it. Skip.
See, y'all think that 3 loaves, was it 3 loaves, 3 fish, 5 loaves, whatever it was. Y'all think that those miracles don't happen, but they happen every day. We just miss them. Because we ain't looking. He's like, take a little. Yeah.
I said, girl, listen, look, you know how high Safeway is. Tell me why the Father allowed us to get and have change after.
Won't he do it?
Here we go, Panera. Listen, he in everything. Acknowledge him in all your ways and he will direct you.
Yes.
We thought we need to go to
Winco. Trust him. Yeah. And I thought. But hey, that's what I get for putting my,
listen, he said, let me show up in this Safeway.
Yep.
Everything was on sale.
Mm-hmm. He taught all of us a lesson.
I said, wow. All right. Let's
14.
go. 14. And he put garrisons in Edom. And throughout all Edom, he put garrisons. And all of Edom became David's servants. And Yahuwah preserved David whithersoever he went. And David reigned over all Yasharel. And David executed judgment and justice unto all his people. And Joab, the son of Seruiah, was over the host. And Jehoshaphat, the son of Achilud, was recorder. And Zadok, the son of Achitov, and Achimelech, the son of Abiathar, were the priests, and Serayahu, the scribe, and Benayahu, the son of Yahuda. No,
Yada.
Yada. There you go. Yeah. Yada was over both the Corithiums and the Philethium. And David's sons were chief rulers.
Yes, I just need to make sure you guys catch where Edom is. What is Edom doing in Yasharel? Remember, Edom is the enemy.
Yeah.
And right now they're in Yasharel. They say, no, you finna, no.
Be my servants.
You are servants. First of all, you don't live here. You don't belong here. Why are you here?
Yeah.
You got garrisons? Which means you made your own little place and built you some like little walls around it. So nobody, no. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
So we see Edom has snuck into Yasharel.
Wow. And David said, chapter 9, is there yet any that is left of the house of Shaul that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? And there was of the house of Shaul a servant whose name was Siva. And when they had called unto him David, the king said unto him, are you Siva? And he said, your servant is he. And David said, is there not yet any of the house of Shaul that I may show kindness of Elohim unto him? And Siva said unto King, Jonathan has yet a son, which is lame on his feet. And the king said unto him, where is he? And Siva said unto the king, behold, he is the house of Machir, the son of Amiel in Lo Davar. Then King David sent and fetched him out of the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, from Lo Davar. Now, when Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shaul, was come unto David, he fell on his face and did reverence. And David said, Mephibosheth, and he answered, behold, your servant. And David said unto him, fear not, for I will surely show you kindness for Jonathan your father's sake, and will restore you all the land of Shaul your father, and you shall eat bread at my table continually. And he bowed himself and said, what is your servant, that you should look upon such a dead dog as I am? Then the king called to Siva, Shaul's servant, and said unto him, I have given unto your Adonai son all that pertains to Shaul and to all his house. You therefore and your sons and your servants shall till the land for him, and you shall bring in the fruits, that your Adonai's son may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, your Adonai's son, shall eat bread always at my table. Now, Siva had 15 sons, wow, and 20 servants. It's a lot of births, okay? Then said Siva unto the king, according to all that my Adonai the king had commanded of his servant, so shall your servant do. As for Mephibosheth, said the king, he shall eat at my table as one of the king's sons. And Mephibosheth had a young son whose name was Micah. And all that dwelt in the house of Siva were servants unto Mephibosheth. So Mephibosheth dwelt in Jerusalem, for he did eat continually at the king's table, and was lame on both his feet.
That's David keeping his promise. But notice this time David told them, because remember, people was coming to him, yeah, Saul had a son, but yeah, we killed him for you. And
Why
y'all keep killing people? I made a promise.
Because y'all don't know what I had established.
Yeah.
And that's the
thing. But
thing.
now he's making it clear. I'm showing kindness
to the house.
So I'm not telling y'all to go kill Jonathan's son if he has one. I'm trying to show some kindness here.
Right.
Yeah.
Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth.
Yeah. And even Mephibosheth thought David was gonna kill him because he's fallen. I mean, he already lame, but still he bound like, oh. And he's like, nah, dude, you my son. You got. I'm giving you all the land back. I'm gonna get somebody to till it for you, but you don't even need the fruit from that land because you're sitting at my table. So you know your son, and he has Mephibosheth has some sons.
Yeah, he showed
Tell you them Hebrew men, they can be lame. He can't walk, but he can have some babies.
Listen, there was only the feet didn't need to work anyway.
Yeah, he was laying down anyway. Just saying.
I'm not gonna touch it because I could, but I'm not. Chapter 10. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun the son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will show kindness unto Hanun the son of Naash, as his father showed kindness unto me. Y'all see what it is like when you treat people the way they need to be treated? Mm-hmm. How even after you are gone,
they make sure your children,
mm-hmm. the impression that you left on them, they make sure that they take care of you because mm-hmm. of that one encounter, or the numerous encounters.
Yes. They make sure your children are taken care of.
It's important to treat. Listen, that's Bible, okay? That's commandments.
Mm-hmm.
That's commandments.
That's Torah.
That's Torah right there.
That's community.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servant for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon. And the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanan their Adonai, do you think that David honors your father, that he has sent comforters unto you? Has David rather sent his servants unto you to search the city and to spy it out and to overthrow
It's
it?
always some doubters.
It's always some messy.
Haters.
This is messy.
Messy.
Listen, if you that concerned, go ahead and ask David yourself.
Yeah, right. You think David did this? You trust him?
See, but when that community is established, you can't bring that force, right? Wherefore Hanan took David's servants and shaved off the one half of their beards and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return.
They humiliated them. Basically, I come in kindness. So, but the thing is, if you really thought David meant harm, you gonna do this? Would you think like, oh, now David has a reason to come after us?
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
you've given him a reason, right?
You already know he was kind to Jonathan's son.
Sure did.
And he didn't do nothing crazy. Why you think he's gonna do something crazy? Why couldn't you go on that? Why go with the negative?
Oh, Auntie Linda said another prophetic moment, eating from the king's table.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other one when he said, what you call go eat with me. And when the children of Ammon saw that they stank before David, the children of Ammon sent and hired the Arameum of Bet Rokov and the Arameum of Sova, 20,000 footmen, and of King Maacah, 1,000 men, and Laish Tov, 12,000 men. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the entering in of the gate. And Aramean of Sova and of Rohav, and Laish Tov and Maacah were by themselves in the field. When Joab saw that the front of the battle was against him before and behind, he chose of all the choice men of Yasharel and put them in array against the Arameum. And the rest of the people had to wait till tomorrow for the rest of the story.
But the one that had them, shaved off their beard and cut their clothes, you couldn't even back up what you were saying. You had to oh no, David really was going to show kindness. Now he mad. Now you got to go get another nation to fight for you. A few other nations to fight for you.
Be careful.
Now there's a whole war when he came in kindness.
That's right. Be careful what you listen to. Be careful what you listen, what you let go in your spirit. The enemy always bite off more than they can chew. Absolutely. He listened to unwise counsel. Disrespectful.
Yes.
And see, but you only know it's unwise if you're discerned, if you got some discernment.
Yep.
And here's the thing, y'all. You have to be careful with what you give your agreement to.
Yes. For real. That is so serious.
Your agreement is everything. That's why they tell you on the commercials what they're going to do, so you can agree to it. That's why those that tell you beforehand what they're going to do, so you can agree to it. And once you agree to them, it's a whole green light, baby. They can do it. You have to be aware of what you give. If you shaking your head to me because I'm doing this, you got to be aware of that, because people be. Yeah, so when you and guess what? You're shaking your head to it. You're agreeing to it. Be aware, because Hasatan is slick.
He's real slick.
And he will search you out for the very thing he needs. And what is he looking for? Your agreement.
Yep, and he'll try to catch you off guard. And sometimes you be like, wait, what did I just?
No. What you say? Back that up before I say. I have to learn what you're saying. What you say? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I can't lend my agreement to that.
Yeah.
Be careful, you guys, because again, like I said, time is short. Stop acting like time is long. It ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't. Obedience is better than sacrifice. But that's me talking. What do y'all think? What's the lesson tonight? You tell us.
Yeah. Like, seriously, we wait. Like, what y'all get overall out the lesson? Don't everybody speak at once. I know it may take a minute because
y'all probably on your
because it was a lot of like different things. They're probably, which one do I want to comment on?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. As soon as Hasatan get you to agree, he gone.
All the time. 100% of the time. Not just sometimes. He's never stayed.
He ain't never stayed. What are some other things that you guys think that can be like, that's very like the lesson of it?
Yeah.
What do you think tonight's lesson was about? Because it's always good. And then it's also, keep in mind that those that rewatch Storytime and do the live chat, you kind of sow and seeds, you know, you kind of get to sow seeds so they can kind of like, oh yeah, you know what? That is the, that was like a nutshell.
Yeah.
Auntie Cam, she says a lot.
It is definitely a lot. But you have to pick 100%
of the time. What is the lesson? What is what lesson do you think that y'all
little nuggets you got out of it?
What do you think that y'all want us to focus on? Or to keep in our mind? One, be careful who you listen to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes with that agreement, though.
Yeah.
So
I think we can chime in too. So I'm gonna type in my thing. I'll say I'll do one while you guys are typing too. Say no, you can't be with Sister Linda. You gotta have your own.
What'd she say?
She said, I'm with Sister Linda. We didn't read like 6 chapters, Auntie Shani.
Just pick one thing out. We know it's a lot. And I'm sure you got more than one thing. Yeah.
Listen, I'm like, wait, this I want to say.
Mine is operate in your gift. Operate in your promise. If he made you a promise, go with it. Operate in it.
If I can type.
What you typing the whole paragraph?
There we go.
Oh, wait, somebody put something.
All right, Auntie Kim, she says, always stay aware of what is going around you.
Yes.
Yes, at all times. Pray to stay connected to Yah. Yes. Auntie Linda says, 2, don't make moves without Yah, the Most High.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You said always operate in your gift, in your promise. Very true. I said the house is just as important as the foundation. No house of straws.
Yes. No house of straws. No, absolutely not. Because, we come through and burn stuff.
Absolutely. And that'd be one mighty, mighty fire. Mighty fire, okay? If I can talk about humility, that when he give you a promise, take it. Honor it. Don't do that fake humble stuff. It doesn't benefit nobody. Well, thank y'all all so much for tuning in and for allowing us 13 minutes extra of your time. We want to give you more of your time since we're a little, we were a little late. But nevertheless, we're still going to see you tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
Under the Shabbat. It's going to be real good. So with that being said, shalom.
Shalom.
Yes. Okay, Auntie Shani. She says, don't go or do nothing if y'all not going.
Yes.
Doing it. Absolutely. Because he said, I will meet you there.
Yes, I'll meet you there.
And he ain't always in the church, okay?
No, because he with you. Like, you come in with me.
There was this real... Okay, so listen, let me tell y'all this joke. Hopefully it makes you laugh. So there was a church in this, they always got churches on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy decided to go. So he come in there with some overalls and some jeans, scrape. It was kind of, dingy or whatever. And the pastor said, listen, Don't you ever come in the house of the Lord like that. Before you come to this church, you ask him, what is it that he wants you to wear? Don't you come in the house of the Lord looking like that. It's disrespectful. Don't do it again. That's it. All right, I'll ask him. So that was Sunday. The following Sunday, he shows up again, dingy as ever. And then the pastor got a big mad. He said, didn't I tell you that before you come into the house of the Lord, you need to pray and you ask the Father, what do you want me to wear? He don't want you coming into his house looking like that. You ask him didn't I tell you that? And this is disrespectful. This is what you sit here and come and sit down on his pew looking the way you looking. What do you have to say for yourself? He said, well, Pastor, I did ask him. He said, I don't know. I ain't never been there. He ain't always in the church. Okay?
So I ain't never been there. But the thing is, when he walked in his overalls, he was walking in the best thing he had. That's why the next outfit was dingier. But he said he ain't never been there. Y'all hear that?
He said, I did ask him. He said, I don't know. I ain't never been there.
I don't know what they wear.
I ain't never gone to that. I ain't never been in there.
Oh, no. That's sad. Like, I know you not.
Right.
Did we prophesy? I
don't know you.
Your name ain't in the book.
You're humiliating me about my appearance. But the Father, I don't know now what word are you giving? Because he said he ain't been here. He ain't visited here.
So what Father are you talking about?
He ain't been a first-time visitor or a second-time visitor. He ain't been here, period. All right? So listen.
That was a good one.
I'm glad it was on your phone. Listen, Auntie Kim, she said on the floor. Auntie Kim said, shut up, Bonnie. Listen, we be thinking, we got to get to the church.
Yeah.
No, get to the house.
Yeah.
Do the cleaning up in the house.
Yes.
Get your house in order.
Yep.
So he can come in and bring all this stuff with him, okay? And you be blessed, but your house be blessed as well. Right?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that. We will see you tomorrow. And man said he ain't never been here. Shalom.
Shalom.